So you're doing a thing.
I'm doing a thing. It's not for anything Team Manticore. It's just for myself. I really like Settlers of Catan, and I made wood trays for my Agricola pieces. Mm-hmm. So I decided to make a wood board for my Catan. Originally, I had them spaced like this for the edges around the artwork, and then I don't like how wide those are going to be when you put them together, because that's where you put like the roads and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to make it like half that. Those are some of the designs: sheep, clay, and wood. I'm just transferring the pattern, the design, onto the tile itself. That's going to be clay. We're going to stain this red, and then we'll paint the sky a different color. But so
nice.
Transfers over, and then I can wood burn on the lines. I have to do the edges to the Catan board. So here's the problem with having ADHD. I know I brought magnets out for this project. I don't know where I put them.
How long ago would it have been?
There's a small set of neodyne magnets.
Small set?
Small set.
Where were they?
They were just in the pile of metal.
Oh.
In the most irresponsible place, just keep a pile of magnets in a pile of metal.
Oh. Man, I thought that was a screw.
Yeah, because it just kind of blends in.
Yeah.
So I actually need to finish cutting this, and then I can use this to mark all these. So this is the one I need to make today.
Okay.
What they do on the board game is they have it bulb at the end here, so you can, when you click them together, they stick. Mm-hmm. With this wood the way it is, I don't trust that it's going to be able to do that fine of a cut.
This is particle board, right?
This is, yeah, because there's just, you can see the layers. Mm-hmm. And this is all basically just glue and sawdust in between. So I don't trust it to hold together in a structural thing like that. Mm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a square that's a third out, and then I have to cut this to match.
I see.
So that's what we're doing with that.
You can bring the dogs.
You could. That could be their adventure for the day.
Nice.
So the full idea is once these are all set, I can use those the Frostner bits and just make a little divot in here for the magnet, and then they'll all click together and hold like that.
Explain the Frostner bit.
So the Frostner bit, normal drill bits are meant to go straight through. The Frostner, so if this is the bottom of the wood, the Frostner bit just comes and makes like a divot. Right. So it's not built to go straight through the wood. It's not coring out a hole. It's making a depression. This is what I'm talking about with it not being good for detail stuff. You can see there's chip there that already occurred. So it looks like this will be face down. Like it doesn't take details well because it's just the way it's constructed. But there's not really a good, since I'm doing a board game, I don't really want like lumber.
Yeah.
So these are what we do instead.
Just got you carrying water over to that.
Well, actually I was carrying the sponge. I was just cupping it gently in my hands to keep it soaking.
The sponge keeps it cool? Is that the point?
Sponge keeps it cool. Let's make sure. So this is on. So now treat it like it's a hot device, much like yourself.
Yeah.
And I will probably start with something easier than sheep.
I like the sheep, though.
I'm glad you like the sheep. You couldn't see it? You want to get another? That is hot as an oven is when I'm making pretzels.
Thanks. It's really cold out, honey. You gotta pick a direction. You wanna come inside? Come on in. Come on in. Come here. Yeah, so we can make this. Roxy's still out there, so we're just gonna. Okay. We're also making coyotes. Little coyotes.
We do a lot of crafting.
Are you serious? You just came in. You want...
Just say hi.
Okay.
Wanna go out?
This is our lighting here.
Yeah.
And yeah, you need to see where your light is going. So, lamp was here. Now lamp is there.
Oh, that's magnificent.
You're welcome. You're inside now. You're inside. Good girl. Good girl.
I finished one.
Ta-da.
Now I'm working on the next one. Yeah, that's how the mountains are going to look. I think it turned out really well. You can see it had a little problem there with the grain, but I actually don't mind it being a little variant since it's handmade.
Yeah. It's neat looking.
Yeah.
Hi, Nix.
It's February in New York. It's like 10 degrees out, and I think it's causing the wood to shred when I'm cutting it because I'm getting these really jagged edges. I trimmed them down, and probably too much now because now they don't touch. So I've got some of these I know I need to sand the sides of to bring them down a little bit, but I don't know if that's going to tighten it up fully. I might have to recut these.
I would wait until after you've finagled with the part in the middle, though.
Yeah. It didn't turn out good. It was not a good day in the garage.
Nix, you're not old enough to drink.
It's not a good day in the garage. Like, is this workable? Yes. Does it look good? No.
So you just had a thought.
Well, I was talking about how, like, I can shave these down a little bit and see how they work, but, like, and with the magnets, like, that could fill the gap here. But also, like, if I recut it, I didn't have to do this. I'm going to put magnets in to hold these together. I can just cut it straight and not have to worry about creating an A-tab B socket.
Yeah.
Which is, like, why it's not spaced properly for the most part.
Yeah. So you got rid of the other one.
Well, the other one... So I hadn't done wood burning before, so I just picked up like a cheap $20 one.
Right.
And that apparently was too cheap because the inside was melting.
Very dangerous, very toxic.
Yes, not great.
No.
So I got a better one. Still like mid-range. I didn't go too crazy, but it has a whole different way of doing it. Where these replaceable nibs.
Nibs.
So I am just going to set it up so that I can do some more burning. And this machine should be more efficient and a little smoother.
Right.
So it should look better, which is good because I'm getting into like stuff with a lot of details. Like, I haven't done these yet, but like that's a lot of lines.
Yeah.
Doing the first install of the nib, which is apparently newsworthy.
Yeah. The people might be curious, man. You can hear the dogs screaming outside. Not just our dogs.
Mostly neighbors' dogs.
Mostly neighbors' dogs.
They've saved a dog that has some issues, so it is a louder.
And then the other one is a beagle.
So I will have to. I know just enough to know that I'm gonna put a X-Acto knife just to make sure there's no contact there. Space it out a little bit because you don't want, for efficient heating, you don't want there to be a point of contact before like the tip.
Hi, Nix.
So it feels like it's touching just a little bit.
You left the door open. It's very cold. So I'm gonna close it, okay?
Close the door.
Okay. Oh, but I love you. Got hot quick.
Got hot quick. 750 will apparently just set the wood on fire.
Alright.
So that is smooth. That is good, smooth action.
Yeah. The smell of something.
It does smell like wood burning.
It does.
I like throwing the wire over so it doesn't get caught on my elbow. So one thing I'm learning is like the wood has its own idea about where it should flow. So my lines are very wiggly right now.
It's kind of neat looking though.
So I'm learning how to do a straight line on a textured surface while also changing the texture of the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So I am learning the ins and outs. First of all, much more comfortable to use because it's properly insulated, so my hand's not getting hot.
Oh, your hand was getting hot with the oven?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was uncomfortable to use for long periods of time because it wasn't properly insulated, which is probably why it was melting.
I like the stand for it.
Yeah, it's really
It's
it's
very
also
sci-fi.
very much better stand.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should not be inhaling all this wood smoke.
Probably not.
Probably not. But it's very smooth, but I have to get used to the lines being thicker, or I have to change the nib to something with like a finer tip. Because this is the standard, and you can see the difference. But it is the border, so I wouldn't mind just making these like bigger.
You could. Use the thicker for the border specifically.
Yeah, and then switch it out to the...
I
See,
like
it's
that.
not too much of a difference.
I like that idea of having two different size lines,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, I have to practice with all the nibs because they're all going to have like different flare patterns and such.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Can I hand you a mask to wear?
Sure.
Would that be enough? Or do you need some kind of like a respirator?
I think just a mask would be fine. Just something to keep the wood particles out of my...
Rob prefers fashion.
Alright. So I can definitely tell which ones are done with the new one. So I'll go re-edge some borders. Just sanding off some of the burrs from cutting. As we talked about. Redid it so that
This goes.
yeah, because we'll have the magnets there to make them stick.
Right.
So just making sure it all fits together properly.
Testing.
Very orange. A little yellow.
It's pretty good.
I'm liking these colors.
That's a good green.
That's a good light green because compared to the dark green, you can definitely tell the difference on a spot, which is what you need. That blue's really dark. I might have to go back for a lighter blue. So this is the desert tile. It's going to be orange. Then I might go back through to deepen some of it on some of the tops of these hills once it's all set and dry.
That's a nice thing about alcohol markers is you can layer.
Yeah, you taught me that. I've never done alcohol markers before.
These are the edge pieces.
Coloring the edge pieces.
Awesome.
I drew in the ocean.
Quite literally.
That's as much of that song as you can use. Don't want to go in far. I just want to make a little divot for the magnets. So I haven't put them in yet. So I need to figure out where I'm setting these so that the magnets don't affect each other because they're pretty powerful. So if I glue them in, if the magnets are nearby, they'll just snap together and then they'll have glue on them and they'll be glued together.
How long does it need to set the glue?
I would leave it alone for a day.
Can we scatter these around the house?
Well, they don't have to be too far apart. They just be like a couple of inches. Like, stay
You have made sculpture.
in your hole. Not glue to me.
Use the next day. Glue has dried.
Just make sure that they're all pointed the right way.
You have made yourself a Catan board.
Yep, just assembling it now to make sure it all fits. Some of the pieces might need to get tweaked a little bit to fit best as possible.
Yes. You gonna help? You gonna help? Oh, I love you. Yes. I do. Yes, I love you too. Ta-da!
Ta-da! There's still some tweaks. It doesn't fully snap together. I know some of these have to be sanded down a little bit. But all the colors are done.
You did it, and you learned a thing about wood burning.
Yep.
You can use for
I
other
practiced
projects.
some wood burning.
Yeah. No, you did good.
Thank you.
Now you've got a custom Catan board.
Yeah.
And rock on.
Rock on.